Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live this afternoon, and it is a good one in the Premier League, 4th versus 5th, Chelsea versus Everton, and I take over in the second half as this game is well underway at this point. I just got out of school a short while ago, and why not bring you a good Premier League game, final 22 minutes or so, as we are about 3/4 through the match, and Chelsea have actually just scored a second goal moments ago. Jorginho doubling the lead for the Blues. So it's a 2-0 advantage for Chelsea here as we go into the 68th minute of play from Stamford Bridge on this Monday evening from the capital of England, London. My thoughts on Havertz. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate it, JD. My thoughts on Havertz. Yeah, the handball I'm sure you're referring to. I heard about it. I actually didn't see it. I just got out of school a little while ago, so I can't give an honest opinion on it, unfortunately. Or are you talking about just Havertz in general for Chelsea? If I'm assuming, because I heard there was some controversy earlier in the game. I just haven't seen it yet because I got out of school a short while ago. I assume that's what you're alluding to. But my thoughts on Havertz as a player in general, I think we saw in Germany when he was on Leverkusen. He is a pretty special talent. But for a lot of players, it takes some time to get used to playing, in another country. England, a whole nother style compared to the Bundesliga. Oh, you're just talking generally. Okay, yeah, okay. My apologies. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, I think I like Havertz. I thought he was good in the Bundesliga. Obviously, he was, a bit disappointing in the beginning of the season. But I think he's starting to find form a bit. It definitely looks like Thomas Tuchel likes Havertz. He's been playing him. But we'll see how he is by the end of this season. Because obviously there's still improvement there. But as long as he gets more playing time, I think he's ready to take full advantage. Because at the beginning, yeah, the reason he wasn't getting a lot of playing time is because he wasn't performing when he did get the chance to start under Frank Lampard. But I think that was just, to be quite honest, him adjusting to the Premier League early on in his time with Chelsea. But I think we're seeing his play improve more and more. He's a very intelligent player. Exactly. I think I agree. I think he'll definitely progress over the years. For sure, he was one of the best young players, in world football. You could argue at Leverkusen. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. But I'm with you on that. I think we need to give him a bit more time. Obviously, in a league like the Premier League, you aren't given much time. But with the change of managers and now Tuchel taking charge, he has been starting Havertz lately, and yeah, I think we'll see his progression. I think he'll be at Chelsea for years down the road. I see Havertz being a regular contributor for this Chelsea team going forward. So, yeah, and he's still really young, as you say. I think we sometimes forget that. Here's Mason Mount for Chelsea. That ball played just behind Timo Werner. A 2-0 lead for the Blues. Everton came into the night 1 point behind Chelsea in 5th place in the Premier League, trying to vie for a Champions League spot. But Chelsea have something to say about that. I support Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah, unfortunately, my jersey, my kit is in the wash right now, so I couldn't wear it today. But I do have a Chelsea kit. I wore it for their Champions League. I wore it for their Champions League match against Atletico the other week when I streamed their game. Although I wasn't streaming yet on on Periscope, but now I am. So yeah, Chelsea's my favorite team in the Premier League. And yeah, I mean, so far so good under Tuchel. You support Stoke City? Yep, I know who Stoke City are. They're in the Championship right now, right? Yeah, they used to be in the Premier League a few years back. Can't remember the last year they were in the Premier League. Yeah, I live in the U.S., but actually, I live in Massachusetts in the United States, and my dad, he coached college soccer here in the U.S., and he ran a camp at his college, and one of the kids who went to his camp was Jeff Cameron, back in the day, about 2 decades ago, and Jeff Cameron ended up playing for Stoke City. So I sort of have a connection that way. Here is Andre Gomes. Gomes out wide. Now here's a cross sent in. It takes a deflection on the way. And now at the edge of the box, it's Kovacic for Chelsea. That's given away, though. Calvert-Lewin with the intervention. Everton running out of time here. 73 minutes played. Davies looking for a give and go, but Alonso is there to come away with a steal for Chelsea. Everton still with it on the far side. Got relegated in 2018. Yeah, I thought it was either 2017 or 18. Yeah, it hasn't been that fun since then, I bet. Yeah, Jeff Cameron was pretty good. I don't even know where he's at now, to be honest with you. I kind of lost track. He did play with the U.S. men's national team for a little while, but I don't even know. Oh, he's on QPR right now. Okay. Yeah, he's on QPR. Yeah, he's from Attleboro, Massachusetts, which is about like 20 minutes from the town I live in. So, yeah. Yep. So Jeff Cameron, he played for, he was there for a while with Stoke City. Here's a corner kick for Everton. It's an outswinging delivery. Now at the edge of the box, Andre Gomes will chase it down. Now here is Allen. Allen goes wide for Davies. And now to the end line, it's King who wins a corner kick off of Chelsea. And there's been a lot of set pieces these past couple of minutes for Everton. Can they capitalize on one of them? That's the question. They trail 2-0 at the moment. There was an own goal in the first half, and then it was Jorginho here in the second half to double the lead for Chelsea. Yes, I do remember John Obi Mikel. Yeah. Oh, this is an in-swinger from Digne, and a foul will be called as Mendy was taken out. A free kick awarded to Chelsea. This was a real good-looking corner. And it looks like the foul was committed by Godfrey. Yeah, John Obi Mikel, he was one heck of a player back in the day. Yeah, that's right. He does play for Stoke now. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, wow. Yep. He's from Nigeria, right? I remember him in the last couple of World Cups, if I'm not mistaken, as Bernard will come in for Andre Gomes. And that's sent out of play. Chelsea give it away a bit cheaply. It'll be Digne to take the Everton throw-in. Everton still searching for their first goal of the game. Edward Mendy looking for another shutout with Chelsea. That strike blocked by Chelsea. And now here comes Havertz. Havertz streaking forward. Can Chelsea put this game to bed here? Havertz looking to cut it onto his right foot, but great tracking back by Davies. And now Everton come flying the other way. Here is Dean. Reece James with the takeaway. Mount back from Alonso. Here's Mason Mount. Plenty of room Up the middle of the pitch. Now it's Timo Werner. Werner back to Mount. Mount with a strike. That was blocked by Keane. And now Everton clear. Holgate does so, but only as far as Marcos Alonso. Jorginho, 77 minutes played. Can't count out Everton quite yet. They have had a very good away form this season as Mateo Kovacic finds Jorginho. Chelsea just holding on to possession, making Everton run in circles at this point. As that's a foul against Joshua King. Quick restart. This is Havertz. All right, I appreciate it. No problem that you got to go. I appreciate you stopping by, JD, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you acknowledging the setup as well. Let me fix that. There we go. And let's go to Europe. All right, there we go, an updated setup. But yeah, I appreciate that a lot, man. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by. Here's Jorginho. That's given away. Davies to King. Now back with Keane. King holds on. Now looks back and finds Godfrey down the left wing. Now Allen. Digne. Chelsea take it away, and Havertz is clipped from behind. A free kick awarded to Chelsea. Another Chelsea change on the way, and N'Golo Kante will enter for the Blues. And that will be it for Kovacic tonight as he makes way. Chelsea looking to see out this game with a little over 10 minutes to play. Here's a long ball sent into Werner. Werner is in. Werner is denied by Pickford, who comes up with the stop. A third goal. Was nearly a guarantee for Werner, but not able to finish all alone on goal. And instead of going for that far post, he tried to catch Pickford off guard by going to the near post. But Pickford made the save with a left leg, out for a Chelsea corner kick. That was a real opportunity to put this game away. Now on the corner, it's headed straight to the keeper. Comfortable save as Zuma got ahead to it. Here's Allen. Oh, it's a nice steal. Werner in. He goes down. No foul called. And now here come Everton the other way. Chelsea got to get numbers back. Blowing right by. Jorginho was Sigurdsson, but he couldn't feed it through. And Chelsea are back with it. Everton cannot take advantage. Here's Reece James. And it went out of play on this near side for an Everton throw-in. Jorginho to Zuma. Now it's Christensen. Kai Havertz out wide. Well, Tuchel is undefeated with Chelsea, and unless something drastic happens in these final minutes, that undefeated record will stay in touch. Here's Richarlison. Nice move by Richarlison. He looks wide, switching the point of attack. Now down the right wing. Here's a good ball in, but it gets by everyone and out for a Chelsea goal kick. It's been a frustrating night for Everton. Carlo Ancelotti, of course, the manager of Everton, have had a really good season so far compared to past seasons, as it's been disappointment after disappointment for Everton lately over the past couple of years. But with Ancelotti at the helm now, it's really a revival for the club. Here's a look at Everton's upcoming Premier League fixtures. All winnable games. They'll be home against Burnley on the 13th of March. Then on the 3rd of April, they'll host Crystal Palace. And then on the 10th, they'll be at Brighton and Hove Albion. There's still enough time left in the season for Everton to possibly get in the top 4. But if they do indeed lose this match, they will fall 4 points behind Chelsea. Everton currently in that 5th spot. Chelsea's upcoming Premier League fixtures, meanwhile, they'll be at Leeds March 13th. Then on April 3rd, they'll host West Brom. April 10th, they'll be at Crystal Palace. Also winnable games for Chelsea. Keane back to Pickford. 85 minutes played, 5+ stoppage time to go. It's a 2-0 lead for Chelsea over Everton. Played across the back by Godfrey. Now Mason Holgate into Davies. Davies under some pressure. There's the steal by Mount. Mount finds Werner. Werner in again. Another save by Pickford. Rebound controlled by Conte. Another great save. Pickford comes up big on back-to-back occasions. And Chelsea somehow haven't found a third goal yet. Yeah, 2 great saves by Pickford. The first one was brilliant to deny Werner, then to get back up and deny Conte of the second opportunity was big time from the Everton keeper. Now on the corner, a deep breath from Mount. And it's headed away out for a Chelsea throw-in. Yeah, Werner will certainly be frustrated. Even though his team leads 2-0, he's had 2 really good chances to score in the past 5 minutes. Hasn't been able to put either one away, though. Here's Azpilicueta. There's the takeaway by Richarlison. But that pass out of the reach of Calvert-Lewin. Another Chelsea throw-in. Chelsea controlling the game in the late stages. Everton really not able to turn it up a gear at the moment. And They're running out of time, trailing by 2. Pickford finds Keane, and now it's Davies. Allen. Now here's Digne. Richarlison finds Davies. Nice flick back, but the strike is well off the mark from Bernard, and that's the type of evening it's been for Everton. Davies with a very nice touch to set up Bernard, but then Bernard got it completely wrong in the end, and Everton remain searching for their opening goal 88 minutes in. Zuma will head over to take this Chelsea throw in no particular hurry, as a substitution will be made. Christian Pulisic, the American, will come on for the Blues. Pulisic hasn't played much under Thomas Tuchel so far. He'll get in for the final couple of minutes or so tonight. Kai Havertz comes out for Chelsea. There's been rumors swirling, at least here in the States, as to whether or not Pulisic could possibly make a move elsewhere, and if so, where that would be. Although it looks like there was a misunderstanding, and the substitution will have to wait until the next stoppage in play. Marcos Alonso goes down, and there's the whistle. Foul going against Davies, and he'll be shown yellow as well. Oh, yeah. Davies just coming in and hacking Alonso. Certainly a deserving yellow card. A sarcastic smile afterwards from Alonso. Now Christian Pulisic comes on for Chelsea. He'll actually replace Timo Werner. Excuse me. So originally Havertz was going off, but he's actually staying on. It's Werner who makes way as we are into stoppage time. Four minutes will be added on. Everton trailing 2-0 in the late stages. By the way, Everton haven't won at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea in 25 games. It looks like that will be extended to 26 after the final whistle in a few minutes' time. Here's N'Golo Kante. Kante driving forward for Chelsea. He finds Pulisic out wide. Pulisic can't get around Godfrey. And that's a poor pass too far ahead of King. He cannot get there. It's a goal kick for Chelsea. Well, it looks like Chelsea are going to get the win, and what a big win this will be, as they will stretch the gap between them and Everton to 4 points now. Chelsea in fourth place at the moment, and looking to possibly catch Leicester and Man United. That's still a possibility. The priority, though, will be for Chelsea getting into the Champions League. This is a good ball floated in. Conte's header just wide. Back across the face of goal. Wasn't a bad effort at all from N'Golo Kante. As we reach the midway point of stoppage time, 2 minutes remaining at Stamford Bridge on this Monday evening in the nation's capital. There's a long ball played by Pickford, cut out by the Christensen header. Here's Reece James for Chelsea. James driving forward into Everton's half, taking it towards the corner flag. And in the end, it's off of James. Everton win a throw-in. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you guys have enjoyed, even though I was only able to come on for the last 25 minutes of this match or so. Still enjoyed it. We're getting towards the latter stages of the Premier League season, aren't we? I'll be on the call for Champions League action tomorrow. Porto taking on Juventus. I am a Porto fan. My dad is from Portugal, and Porto is my favorite team in Portugal, so we'll see if they can pull off the upset, as that's a drive from distance by Mason Mount. The save made by Pickford, who's actually been pretty solid tonight, despite conceding twice. Half a minute now to play. It'll be a throw-in in the far corner for Chelsea. And Chelsea win another throw-in. The final whistle coming any second now. And there it is. It's all over from Stamford Bridge. Another win for Thomas Tuchel. And the Chelsea Blues move 4 points clear of Everton. Fourth place at the moment. Everton in fifth on 46 points. Chelsea 3 back of Leicester, who are on 53 points. And 4 back of Man United, who are in second on 54 points. And then, of course, it's Manchester City atop the Premier League table, running away with it on 65 points. Well, coming up in just under 7 minutes, it's West Ham United taking on Leeds United. Another game in London on the way to wrap up this match day. That's coming up shortly, but that will do it for my broadcast, as I'm Samuel Reese signing off, saying enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow for Champions League round of 16 action when Juventus take on Porto. Should be a good one. See you then, 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow afternoon.